What's up, Barberville? Welcome to Ascension Dynasty. Come inside and take a look. All right, guys, so this is our checkout desk. We have here our POS system. We have Square. This is where I kind of come and make sure all the barbers know how to check out products. Come here and check out the products that we have. I personally love level 3 products. It's one of our best selling. I also love Statement. I'm not sure if you guys heard of them, but this is Stay Gold Julius Caesar product line that we extremely support. Smooth, texture mud, and then if you go down here, we have the OG Walker. This is a retention foam, something we use a lot for our beards. And then, of course, we have our gels, so that way our children can be satisfied as well. And then we have Ascension Dynasty shirts for sale at all times. So here is the Nicole Renae Wall of Fame. I was actually featured in Barber Evo. I had my own page. And then me, Van, and Andy were featured on the cover. So that was an amazing experience as well to be able to say that we're on the cover of a magazine. Up here, we have a portrait drawing of myself. It was actually a gift for my grand opening, and my little sister actually did it. She just turned 17, and she's an amazing artist, and this is what she surprised me with. Down here, you can see my influencer clippers with Babyliss Pro. They are the low pro set. I chose icy blue because it's been my favorite color since I was younger. And here you can just see that they kind of described it based off personality, the things that I like. No one really knows. These are questions that I always get asked is what's on the box. And you can see here, these little crowns are actually my logo. They're speakers because I love music. Music is what gets me through every day. And the smoke here is, fun fact, I love to smoke hookah. So they had smoke coming out of the speakers, and then obviously just vibrant colors of graffiti because as you can see, the shop is full of graffiti. So here we have our water station. It's free, complimentary. Everybody gets hot in Arizona. You walk in, everyone's always sweating, so we want to make sure that they stay hydrated here. We have over here our complimentary beverage of the fun stuff. So that's one thing is whenever you go into a public place, I go get my nails done, I get pedicures, and they always have the coolest drinks, and that's something that I wanted to bring into a barbershop scene. Everybody thinks they have to pay for this, and I'm like, no, it's free, it's on the house. Come and get an amazing experience here at Ascension Dynasty, and then obviously grab your favorite drink. All right, guys, so the reason why I chose the hexagon lights is because I personally don't like ring lights at a barbershop. I've worked in barbershops where the ring lights are in the way and it's very cluttered. So I did some research and I fell in love with these hexagon lights, and I thought it'd be perfect and complementary to the walls. As you can see, the walls here are yellow. So everyone says this looks like a beehive. So what better way to show a beehive theme with yellow walls? To go into the wall, I mean, you can see here yellow to blue. A little background story about this is I fell in love with the drip theme. It's something I've always liked. It reminds me of graffiti. My studio, the barbershop I started with, is graffiti themed. So to me, I'm like, how can I collaborate that when I extended barbershops and opened up more? So late at night, my fiance actually found the vibrant one. And he basically is known for his drip. He's actually lives out in the Bay Area. And I reached out to him. I took the risk. I was like, let's see if he would even take the chance to reply back to me. So he ended up replying, and I flew him down for a whole month. And he came and basically painted this entire shop, the right and the left side. And then he went and painted my other location about 15 minutes from here. That's not open yet. So the reason why we picked yellow is because I feel like yellow is a happy color. It's welcoming, it's happy, it's a positive color. And then the blue here on the bottom is actually the color of my clipper. So like we went back to the Nicole Renae Wall of Fame, icy blue. Blue is always been my favorite color. Again, it's a happy color. It's an ocean color, meaning it's smooth, it's chill, it's relaxing. So I wanted to combine those two together. All right, so this is our broom section. You know I had to put a Nicole Renae sticker on our eye back. This is our hot towel machine. We make sure that everybody gets a complimentary hot towel with their haircut. Here you have two baskets. We have a white and we have the black. I am super particular with making sure the whites are with the black. How many times do barbers switch those and then they end up getting bleached? And yeah, that's a mess we don't want to worry about. Here we have the shampoo bowl. You can see the white and black. This is probably the only thing that's white in the building, but I love the accent color with all the colors around to match the drip here on the walls. Here we have our blacks and our whites. Yes, it does look this good every single time. I have OCD, so I make sure my barbers have OCD. Presentation's everything. Everybody walks in and they judge everything in a barbershop, and this matters, and this is something we actually get compliments about all the time. We have our shampoos. This is our shampoo scrubber. This matters because we want everybody to feel comfortable in the shampoo bowl. We have our steamer here. I do keep this back here so everything's neat. And again, this is for the experience. If anyone's getting a black mask or they're getting a head shave, face shave, we wanna make sure that their skin and their pores are open. And here we have the Ascension Dynasty logo. We have Ascension Dynasty, we have my personal logo actually on top of the eye, and then we have the barber pole behind it. So we combine those both because obviously we want everybody to know that this is an actual barbershop, but then we want to portray what we're trying to tell the people as far as Ascension Dynasty. So Ascension means to ascend, to continue to grow, to move forward, to elevate. And then we have Dynasty, which means what? It means a community of people. It means a family of people. And it doesn't mean one or two. It means a dynasty, right? A whole entire group. And that's something that I live by because I started with the studio, which was only 4 of us. And I got the opportunity to open up 2 more shops. And the whole purpose is to now become the dynasty. All right, so this is our photo booth area. It's very important to have these areas in your barbershop, especially when you're trying to grow not only your business, but the barbershop's business. So content's important. If you know me, if you follow me, _Nicole Renae, that's something I live by is content. I mean, I'm here with the Barberville because of social media, so make sure that you always stay on top of that. I made sure I made this area for my barbers. We have 2 lights here. These are actually photography lights. They're not ring lights, and I feel like they're a lot softer for the camera. Here we have a rolling chair, so this is very convenient because I can be like, all right, let me see the back of your head. All right, let me see the right side. Turn around, let me see the left side pose. So it's very convenient for the barber and obviously the person that's taking the photo. All right, so let's go to the other side now. But before I forget, can't forget the candy bowls and the drip tables. These are actually one of my favorite pieces in the barbershop because obviously, like I mentioned before, the drip theme is one of my favorite themes. If you come look at the candy, we have all of Arizona's best Mexican candy. If you know, you know. And then I'm gonna have you come over to this side now. This is the left side of the barbershop. So we have a total of 15 barbers in the entire barbershop. We have them obviously split up so everyone can fit. I want to kind of go into the paint, the graffiti, the artwork. So that was actually the only thing that we kind of got contracted out. Everything else we did with our own hands on our own time. So me and my manager, Nicole, he actually was in here day in and day out with me. We would work, Wednesday through Saturday. Then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we were in here from morning to night. And we probably did the remodel in about, I would say in a matter of 2 months. And that was even meaning after we would finish cutting hair, after a 14-hour day, we would still come meet here after work and we would get this place put together. So it took a lot of effort, it took a lot of patience and a lot of energy. But me personally, I feel like doing it yourself, it means that much more at the end because you know how valuable the things are. I mean, everyone says if you bought it, it matters to you. Yeah, it does, but imagine you putting it together, imagine you hanging it up and you literally blood, sweat, and tears into your entire building. All right, guys, so here we have the most important piece in the barbershop, the barber chair. So the reason why I chose this style of barber chair is because the square body, to me personally, is more comfortable. I've worked in barbershops where it's round, the seat is round, the back is round, and it's not as comfortable. You want your clients to come in and feel relaxed immediately, right? So this chair kind of hugs your body. The color theme, I wanted black. You can see all the accent colors is black in the shop. And silver, I just love the way silver pops. You can put silver next to any color and it looks good. Most importantly, this diamond cut barber mat. This is my favorite part here. I feel like this throws off the entire look and you immediately just look at this, right? And again, everything that I put into this shop, color-wise, design-wise, is just to catch your eye where you're like, what do I look at? You know, where do I look? Where do I stare? And that's the point, is to keep them entertained while they're in this chair paying you. All right, so let's go into our toolbox stations. You can see here I have a yellow station. Right behind it I have a gunmetal gray station. I chose 2 different colors because, again, I want you to look at multiple things in the barbershop and not see something the same. I feel like it sets the theme off. It makes everything pop around you, especially the colors on the wall, and that's the main purpose of why I picked these colors. Here you have a station that has hydraulics, and that's actually one of my favorite parts. So you can see I can just let it go, and very little effort. That's a cool feature I like. Here we have the extended, I call it the slate, and you can actually take this off. I'll show you guys. And put it down. So this is just extra room for the barber, so that way they can put their products on it, their barber side. Obviously you can see their disposable case for their blades. Over here you have the drawers. So obviously it's up to the barber. This barber here, her name's Chantel. She kind of very clean. I'm gonna shout out to Chantel, because you know some barbers be super dirty. But products, so there's a lot of room. I remember when I was shopping around for stations, I wanted something smaller. Most barbershops, at least that I've been in, have the barber stations or toolboxes that are super wide, and I feel like it takes up a lot of space. So me wanting to have 15 chairs, I'm like, how am I gonna do that with those type of stations? Which I love those stations, I actually have them at my studio, but I ended up finding these and they're perfect. I mean, they have all these cool little gadgets. Let me show you. This is a magnetic hook that you can put your blow dryer on. They even have things that you can put your gloves on. There's just so many accessories for something this small and convenient for us, and for obviously the business to have more than one chair. Here we have the mirror. I personally like the mirror setup where it's skinny, long, right? Versus it being horizontal. So vertical is the way, because personally I like this, it's kind of like a salon look. I feel like the ones that go wide obviously take up a lot of space, and then there's a lot of dead space here. So I did pick the horizontal mirror. Then here you the vertical mirror. Then here you have the strip. So again, like I mentioned before, I don't like ring lights. I don't like the clutter, but obviously I want us to have light coming from underneath versus above, like the hexagon light. So I went with the strip lights, so that way it can just be clean next to the mirror, and it can set the whole look off for the station. Actually, I know I mentioned before the artwork on the walls was the only thing I contracted. I forgot. Actually, these floors, I had to hire somebody. Funny story is, I had bought all the flooring, and these are called plank tiles, plank vinyl tiles. And I got the instructions. I obviously was trying to budget everything I was trying to do. So me and my manager looked up some TikToks and some YouTubes, and I bought the little tool set, and we tried to put the floor together. So we actually did one corner, and I was like, okay, maybe this is gonna work. We were on our hands and knees, no knee pads. Okay, so the whole time we're here, we're doing this, we're on the floor laying down. It was so uncomfortable. And we stand up, and I go step on it, and the whole thing fell apart. At that moment, I'm like, I am not doing this. I am not wasting any more time. We actually had about a week left to open the spot, and the floors weren't even done yet. I had to bring in all the stations. So I hired somebody, and he did an amazing job, as you can see. Next, I'm gonna come in and show you guys the laundry room. I'm not gonna show you too much because there's cool stuff in here. But we have the washer and dryer, obviously to keep our laundry clean because we go through towels so much. Over here, we have a privacy glass, and on the other side of this glass is actually a break room. Break rooms are very important in barbershops because this is where you come and just relax, take a deep breath, obviously eat your lunch, and if you have some downtime, you wanna take a little nap, this is the place to do it. We're gonna come over here, and this area is basically the same area that we have on the right side. I wanna make sure my barbers have everything they need when they're working, as far as the necessities, the hot towel machine, your towels, your shampoo, and obviously your shampoo bowl. Let's get into the logo. This logo is very special to me because obviously it's my logo with my name, and the moment that it all hit me that I was able to open up this place is when I walked in and you see your name on the wall. You know, that hits different, it feels different, and that's when you realize like you did it. You know, you finally did it. All those long nights, those early mornings, no sleep, sometimes not even eating, it's all worth it. So to talk about this logo, the crown, my little sister back in quarantine actually created this logo for me. And the crown symbolized, being a queen of what you do, meaning it kind of goes back to standing tall, rising above, ascending, being the bigger person, right, wherever you're at. What was cool is the artist, added the drip theme to it, which also is in the logo. Again, I'm obsessed with the drip. If you haven't realized that throughout this whole MTV Crib episode, then you weren't paying attention. All right, so let's start talking about why I chose 15 chairs. Nowadays, a lot of people are trying to get away from bigger barbershops. They're trying to go to studios. They're trying to have small studios with a couple friends. And I feel like the reason why that ended up happening, especially after COVID, is people started losing that sight of what a family is in a barbershop. They started to lose sight of being around people that also are motivated, that also want to grow, that also want to build. And I truly believe you can't do those things alone. You need a team. You need people that are going to wake up every day with you and be motivated with you to get you to where you want to be. And I'm trying to bring that back, obviously, with all these chairs. So you can see that on this side, I believe there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chairs. And on this side, there's 7. Everyone says, where do people sit? How do you separate them? And I go based off personality. A lot of barbers struggle with being open, talking, right? So if I put somebody, the quietest one up here, and I expect them to greet people and welcome them in, I'm not doing the job right? So what I can do is put people here that do want to become that person, and they can mold off of me or my manager to welcome our clients in. So with that being said, is being picky about who you hire is important. I feel like over the years of being in the industry, I've been licensed now for almost 8 years, and owners just put barbers in the chair to get the dollar. They put barbers in the chair to pay the rent. Obviously, that's the point, right? But I feel like, again, then they lose track on building a team, bringing people in with a personality, with the energy that you need to also motivate everyone around you. So I believe that if you have one barber here, Jimmy, and he's a bad apple, he's gonna make everybody else a bad apple. And I feel like that's a struggle that us barbers deal with being in barbershops, is being around certain people that we may not like. One person doesn't wanna follow the rules or be a team member, and it can go on from there, right? Most importantly, being an owner, how important it is for us to lead by example. And I've worked around owners or even management that don't lead by example. You can't set rules or set expectations and you not follow them. And no disrespect to people that do go to studios, because some, they say it's amazing and they're glad and they probably would never go back. But me personally, I need people around me. I need that energy. I want to walk in and feel people laughing and joking. So there's room for everybody, right? There's enough to go around for everyone. So number one thing is be patient and don't give up on yourself. All right, Barberville, we've been here for hours. I've shown you all around Ascension Dynasty. I'm starving. I know you're starving. I think it's time for you guys to go. Please enjoy whatever Arizona has to offer, and that's the heat. Bye.